I got us on the go in. It's gonna be great. I've been thinking this up all.
Hello, hello, we are live.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Is Paper Ario going to fold the competition, or is Pogo going to leap into the winners' finals? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Super Mario Sunshine 1v1 Invasion Lockout Bingo Tournament match. I'm Lego. Hi.
Hello, that's very hyper. I like the style. I'm Elias. Pretty sure.
I had to
A lot
get
of,
that out of my system.
uh, pretty sure a lot of people will appreciate that. Now we are here for a pretty high stakes match. After all, of course, today we are playing for a spot in the winners finals, if I am not mistaken, which is going to be really interesting match. Both players with a lot of experience, of course, and looking forward to see this just epic showdown.
Yeah, we got Paper Ario, the number one seed, having a fairly easy route, give or take, to this match here today, and then we have Pogo coming up through Reed and Bry Guy on his way to this semifinals match. So it will be interesting to see. Paper Ario obviously favored in this matchup by more than a little bit, but Pogo has had some strong matches so far. And so it'll be interesting to see how these two folks develop. I think Pogo is in the restroom. He might be coming back sometime soon, so we may have to kill some time.
Oh, we can kill some time talking about the matches that happened, and I'm not sure if we already have some other matches in the pipeline. Probably we do. First things first, as I mentioned, Paper. I mean, he had an easy route. I'm not sure if we can call it facing JJ an easy route, but he was able to pull that one off. 13-11. It was a pretty tough match, obviously. In seeds between 1 and 10, 11, I would say that the speed is very similar. So Paper at the first match was versus Jeff, where of course he had an overwhelming advantage. But already in JJ, and especially with Pogo, despite his being favorite, the speed advantage is not really particularly big. So I can definitely see an upset today happen. But Pape has been flawless in the previous tournament, so it will be a tall order to see something like this happen.
Yeah, and the winner of this match does go on to face Ramato in the winners finals. The loser will drop down and play I believe it is the winner of Cathalon versus SB. A short route through the losers bracket. This definitely isn't the end of the road for either of these competitors, but you would like to sort of slide into that winners finals and hopefully be able to get the advantage in the best of three final match. So there are some stakes here. This is a important match for both players.
It is an important match indeed, especially because I don't think any of these players really can go in the match with CAF or SB Electric and be, well, this is going to be an easy win. The losers bracket at that point is an unforgiving place. And we already have seen, for instance, JJ's been kicked down there, is already putting in the work. Bry's been kicked down there, is already putting in the work. One of these two players will have to get off in the next match. So, and then facing Samu, which is, again, all of these matches could have been proper round 2, round 3 matches. That would have been really interesting to see. So it's already an unforgiving place. You definitely don't want to drop down there.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent on the lower half of the bracket. I want to touch on Samu specifically. Samu having the quote-unquote upsets on his way to his semifinals loss to Ramato, which put him into losers. He's been playing really hot. And so you got to be thinking, right, you lose this game, right, you win your next one against Kafir SB, you might be up against Samurai Man, who's really just been on a tear despite his previous loss. So, like you said, there's just so much talent in the losers bracket that it'll grind out a lot more matches. But even so, the skill level's so high, you'll be getting more practice in, and hopefully you might be able to enter with a slightly stronger position just from sheer number of matches played over the winners bracket side. But obviously at the 0-1 disadvantage in the best of three.
Yeah, I'm not really sure that. Honestly, getting always more practice on the format is always welcome. But if you look at where you have a opposite of you, you have players with bucket loads of experience in the game in bingo. Rifrimato goes to grand finals. He's not gonna be rusty for the grand finals. You can bet on it.
Yeah, that's the risk you take. So hopefully, one of our competitors will be pulling off a win, and it does look like Pogo has made it back to his computer or his setup, is getting himself underway. So, what if there is a particular bingo goal are you looking for our two competitors to vie over? If you had to pick one, what would it be?
If I had to pick one, well, the invasion obviously is very, very different, but we have seen a lot of one hidden in Bianco's cards lately. So I guess I'll turn the question a bit, and I really don't want to see one hidden in Bianco there because it's kind of a slam dunk sometimes. You have to play around that option. So if the option isn't there, it should be a bit more open. In general, I would love to see an unorthodox opening, something like the previous match where Rimato just got 4 Pianta shines as an opener, which is really really.
Yeah, that was an interesting decision. I was gonna add I was noticing there was a lot of 100 coin shines in at least the last two matches that I was watching. So it was interesting to see how players were routing that into their bingo cards and into their bingo strategy. So here we go. The countdown is here. The card has been revealed, and we are underway.
All right, let's already examine the cards, see what are slam dunk openers. There it is, one hidden shine in Bianco, row 5. Obviously, row 5 already is a slam dunk combo, hidden in Bianco, turbo nozzle unlock. That's gonna be. I'll watch the rest of the card, but I'll be surprised if we don't see a race for that. I'll be surprised.
That row 5 looks very, you have 3 very, very fast goals, and then into like 15 Delfino blues. You have some boss shrines. It might be 7 links on row 3. Let's look towards column 1 because we were immediately drawn to row 5. But let's look towards columns real quick. 5 NPC blues. 4 unique bosses, 1 pinna, obviously, another option.
For openers, I don't really see a lot of options. Maybe the 50 yellows for 2 levels.
Or 150 from Delfino on row 1.
I could see the 150 from Delfino counterplay if you really think you're gonna lose the hidden. But the problem is that row 1, I don't like row 1. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's
you could end up so you get 100 coin shine from Gelato, but 5 shines from Gelato or both gold birds is a little tough. 5 NPC blues does get you sort of out towards row 3. Wiggler, you could go heavy Gelato and sort of really heavily commit and not be awful with row 1. But if you were somebody who was rushing into Bianco for a row 5 start and you lose, not the end of the world too. You still end up getting Gelato, but you're still sort of pretty behind.
Look, if this was 2v2, I would appreciate one of the players going to Gelato and commit to 5 shines from Gelato, 100 from Gelato, getting the 2 Piantissimo shines. Just go really, really ham on Gelato, but it's 1v1. If a player commits to Gelato, they're losing the total blue coins, they're losing probably level shines, they're losing probably total shines, they're losing 4 from free. It's just too much stuff that you're just throwing off the cards just to play Gelato. And I don't think anybody just wants to play Gelato.
I don't know, man. Gelato Beach Skip is banned, so you kind of have to play Gelato.
Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of players don't really like the stage, so I'll be surprised if we see something along those lines.
What about the columns? We were talking a lot about the rows. We noted the sort of the row 5, has some very quick starts, but may not be able to go too deep. What about column 1, column 5?
Column 1 is actually okay. I think it's not that bad. The two Piantissimo Shines is kind of a bummer in there, but I guess one could work with 5 NPCs, 4 unique bosses, and 1 in from Pinna if they're able to get it. Column 5, there's just no way somebody's gonna be able to start with it. Column 5 is this kind of, I guess, column that's not a factor in for the first play in this format because there's no quick goal you can get.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be somebody's gonna get placed in column 5 if that's the case, and if that's gonna happen, I don't think it's gonna be too bad. There's a decent level of synergy in there with the blue coins, the 4 hiddens, into 12 level shines. Pianta free eventually could be done with the level shine. Level shines is very, it's just like it's just telling you go do levels. That side, which is not particularly good, I guess, but it can be worked with. In general, I just think that players will be rushing row 5 like Madland, and if we're seeing something different, I will be very surprised.
Yeah, chat seems to be honing in on this gelato. You know, most people do end up all roads lead to gelato, but there is a lot of synergy on this card. I think your points about column 1 sort of having that gelato synergy too, along with row 1, does bear a lot of fruit.
Look, I would love it.
Sorry, go ahead.
I would love it much more if that 5 NPC blues was 5 enemy blues. Then it would be much better. I mean, you're still gonna have to go to Rico, but 5 enemy blues in there would be good. Also, we haven't mentioned one last thing before we move on to the match, or what you want to say. I wonder what role will Pianta play in all of this, because 50 yellow for rounds from 2 levels, Pianta is very good to get the 50 yellows. We have the 5 NPC blue coins with Pianta free and 2 Piantissimos. I can see somebody wanting, well, I'm already in Pianta, might as well. That's probably not going to happen, but who knows. There's also 7 linked blue coins, which is encouraging people to go to Pianta, so I wonder what role it will play. It's going to be this kind of, I guess, level that I'm going to look forward to see at least a bit. Because the Pianta free damageless is going to play an important role given its position smack in the middle of the card.
Yeah, I was going to highlight like what do people have to do in order to sort of invade from any start, and it looks like Pianta Village plays a big role in that. Piantissimo shines, Pianta 3 damageless. Hiddens doesn't really help. A 4 from 3 can be helped by Pianta. No cannon moles, but yeah, I think Pianta will play a role. We probably won't see a rush to it, but I think it'll be a critical move mid-game to see where people end up, where our competitors are, and what they choose to do with the opportunities that Pianta Village presents for sort of that invade potential.
Well, we will see that now because the players are about to start their own match. So we will see which route they will take. Again, I'll be surprised if it's anything besides Bianco Rush at this point. And yeah,
looks to be that way.
Row 5 is kind of broken.
Well, we'll see. Both are sort of evenly matched here, so it might be a race for speed. So we'll see what tactics they take here. So if we do presume that they're both going row 5, or they're both trying to rush one hidden in Bianco, where do you go from there? You get a good, you get your one hidden shine in Bianco. What does your board develop?
You instantly go for the Turbo Nozzle unlock at that point because you have it in Bianco. You could build the base. Actually, you don't have to do it immediately, but since you already have open Bianco 4, at that point, it's a slam dunk. It's going to be there if you need to develop your base. That's great. That's great. And then I would guess if you're having row 5, you just go for Pinna. There's 4 shines from free, so you might want to do some fast level shines. There's 26 shines, so that's definitely encouraging for a rush. And I would say that Pinna offers a lot for unique bosses. You've already done PD, so that's another unique boss. Pinna 4 Sprayless is on the card, which is going to be a good second goal eventually, maybe. The Hidden Shine in Pinna is also further building the base, so there's definitely a lot of directions you can start developing in there. Pianta Free is also a play for the 4 from free plus Pianta Free damageless. and eventually the Antissimo Shines is going to come into play. I just definitely feel that row 5 is going to be a very, very strong position to go for.
So we're seeing Pogo grab the linked here, and we're also seeing Paper going for Underbell with the Pepper, which has been notoriously tricky, but he gets it on the second try here. And then immediately we're seeing Pogo go right into Bianco.
Yeah, now it's going to be a case of what can the players get away with before the other goes there? And
Is Paper doing 15?
Yeah, I think Paper is going for the 15. Paper is going for the 15, the Fino Blues.
That is an interesting play, because we were just talking about column 5 being sort of a tough start. And here's Paper going straight forward.
But I think it's going to be a bit of a conservative play, because if you go for row 5 and you miss it, your opponent is going to be in a really good position. If you go for column 5 and you get it before the opponent gets row 5, the opponent's going to get column 1. Which, again, they're already done that in Shine and Bianco. It's not going to be too bad for the development, but still it's a bit more of a level playing field. Because honestly, if you're starting from row 5 versus row 1, row 5 is really good. There's no going around that. It's really, really good.
Alternatively, this could be 5 NPC blues, in which case Paper's going for for column 1 here, which would force column 5 over to Pogo's side.
I mean, it's an okay play from Pape. I guess that if you had to choose between risking playing a match that you know you'll probably lose, compared to a match that you have a chance in, I think everybody would go for the match with chance, obviously. And Paper is gonna need these free fruit ladies plus 2 coins from Serena, and I think that's gonna be faster than having to do than what Pogo's doing. Pogo's going for the obvious play, and that's not gonna hurt him particularly, because we've mentioned it over and over in past bingo matches. Bianco is just a good stage.
Yeah, it provides a lot. You get a boss early, you get a secret early, you get a hidden access early, you get reds. There's a lot that benefits a Bianco start. No, not particularly on this card, other than for unique bosses and level shines and 4 from 3. But there's no red goals on this card, for instance.
Yeah, but never forget the linked is in there. There's blues in there. Bianco just has a bit of everything, and it may not always be the good play, but it is always at least an okay play to say, well, I'm just gonna go with Bianco and open with Bianco. That's true in Lockout, but a bit less here because this is very goal dependent. But
and Paper getting the clip into the Serena entrance, so this is very clearly 5 NPC blues, which I think he'll be able to comfortably get, bar a mishap here from him before Pogo is able to re-enter for the hidden shine at Bianco, or rather, before he may be able to get the first shine of Bianco 3.
Yeah, and this could be a bit of trouble for Pogo, obviously, because here's the click from Pape. Yeah, now Pogo is in a situation for which I guess 4 hiddens would be his first click.
Yeah, either that or you go for Delfino blues, but
I don't think that's a wise investment now. You need to be able to contest other things. If you go for Delfino blues, you're investing a lot of time and not progressing through the game. I think 4 hidden shines provides 1 good synergy with column 3, because at that point you're not forced to go for the turbo nozzle unlock, or you also have the 5 hidden shines open there. It's good synergy for 12 level shines. It brings you closer to Pina, so Pina Force Playlist again. So there is a lot of stuff, and also you can work your 50 yellow coins from 2 levels in there if need be. Which again, nice to have. It's a good option. It's just a good option, I would guess. Going to Gelato now. You're doing the hidden. You're doing the hidden here. And I think that Pogo might be thinking of Did Pogo do the hidden in Bianco free? I wasn't checking.
Pogo has not done the hidden. So Pogo got the secret shine, and then immediately went to go open Rico, and now he is, I think, clipping underground to get blue coins. So
Delfino blues. That's
yeah,
alright.
Delfino
That's the right play.
So 15 Delfino blues, you could do 150 yellow coins from Delfino at the same time, and then you're sort of back at column 3.
I guess, but again, that's. I don't think that's what he wants to do, at least now. But I would love to see some like, I guess Danny stuff. It would be called like that from Danny. Just playing a lot of level stuff, getting those level shines. Because at the end of the day, you're just gonna need to do it sooner or later, and the sooner you do it, the more it helps for progressing through the game. But also pin a rush is an option. Maybe we could see that.
Getting Chuckster.
Although I'm not sure, if you want to pin a rush, you want the hidden pin, right? But how do you get through? I guess you could do like hidden pin, hidden Bianco, but then you would need the turbo nozzle unlock and a goal from column 4. What do you choose? You could potentially just build a snake that way. It would be really interesting. I think Pogo will try to go for it.
Get 12 level shines, maybe. That's how you get through column 4.
That's a bit too slow, I think. I think he will try to go for... Maybe Wiggler would be actually... I know hearing Wiggler and fast sounds weird, but out of these goals...
Yeah, and it does work for Paper here with 4 unique bosses. Wiggler does still provide value outside of just being a goal.
Yeah, and also remember, Paper now in his base has 5 from Gelato. So, I mean, 5 from Gelato or birds, but again, it's one option. Generally, the first 3 Gelato shines, which are one red and Sunshine, are fast shines that provide a decent value in a lot of circumstances, being hidden, secret, red coin. So these 3 shines in Gelato are not too bad. It's going forward that's the problem, but you have Wiggler there.
Yeah, you've invested a lot, right? Because you get those 3, and then you have to do Gelato 2 and then Wiggler, right? And Gelato 2 is slow, and Wiggler is also slow. So it'd be a deep investment, but you end up getting that goal in your base, but it's not really in a point to be threatened right now.
Yeah, I think that now Pogo is going to go for Pianta free damage less.
Pianta 3. Pianta 3, yes.
Yeah, it did Pianta 1, then going into Gelato now. I'm really curious to see what Pogo will do, because it's really an interesting card now that nobody has gotten the OP row. It's a very balanced match in my opinion now, and it will very much depend on the routing. This is a very routing intensive card. Yep, there's no clear, I have to do this, and it's obvious.
Yeah,
at least on that I can see.
Paper entering back into Bianco probably for at least getting the secret and then the hidden to get Gelato, or secret to get Gelato, or to open Gelato.
I mean, what hidden in Bianco is a second goal, and I think he would love to get that. Obviously,
oh yeah,
he knows that Pogo probably wanted that, so he definitely needs to get it cleared fast before Pogo clicks it, because it's a really fast goal.
Yep, just have it and keep anybody from getting it. Pogo entering Gelato here, not going for the hundo. I think he's just going for blues here. Yep, getting the 2 blues on the way to the secret.
This card for blues offers a decent amount. It's not a very blue-heavy card. Then again, 26 shines, getting some fast blues is always good. If you can trade like 2 shines for 20.
And not super blue heavy, but there are some column 5 goals that are blue focused. You've got Serena Blues, 70 total, and column 2 has 45 total.
Yeah,
Stuff you'll get incidentally, maybe.
given the column, he was kind of forced to play blues. At that point, you're forced to, and if you have to do it, you might as well get the most value out of it. So you want to get the links, you want to get the 45 total blues, you want to get the 70, and you want to get the 26 shines while you're at it, because you can get fast blues, you can trade a lot.
Pogo entering Gelato 2 here. Gets to watch a fun little cutscene. And like we thought, Paper is going for the hidden Bianco 3 reds. So you'll be able to click that pretty confidently. Not that it was really in any risk anytime soon, but and then here comes the Gelato Hundo from Pogo.
Gelato Hundo.
In 2.
I mean, it is interesting. This kind of tells us that he doesn't want to do Wiggler, though. Because if
not
Hundo.
Or is he going to walk up the... he's just getting blues.
If he wanted to do Wiggler, at least if he wanted to do Wiggler, I guess he would already complete 2 and then do Hundo 3 as well. Then again, the difference is minimal. And this is interesting because he will try to squarely get the... probably, since the column 4 has 50 yellow coins from 2 levels. This, of course, count as 1 level, because, I mean, you're getting 100 coins, you're also getting 50 coins, obviously. And we'll see. It will be interesting to see what this does for the second time, because I think he could have already done that to get in Pianta, but it wasn't Pianta 1 and didn't get additional coins, which is a bit weird, but maybe he plans to get something else in column 4 first, which will likely be Pinna 4 sprayless, if I had to guess. They wanted that, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how Paper will try to invade as well. Paper is now just chilling in Bianco, getting more Bianco shines.
Yep, hasn't clicked Hidden in Bianco yet, but I think, like we mentioned, probably was not at terrible risk of that. To break through column 3, you kind of need to have be a little deeper into the game. So, not really, keep that information secret.
Yep.
And just do some more red coins, go a little deeper in Bianco, like you said.
Now, Bianco Deep Access allows you to get more blues. I'm not sure what else you could want at this point in Bianco, because the bosses are unique bosses, so there's no point in doing PD.
Yep. So the rematch, 5 doesn't give anything for Paper at this point.
Yeah, but here is going
I think he's getting the turbo. Yeah.
Rejecting the snake already in column 2 and 3, and the thing is, column 4 again, as I mentioned, is a bit of a wall, so I'm not sure if Paper will try to. I think it will try to develop the pace more, because all the goals in column 4 are mid to late game progression goals. The only exception is Wiggler and Pinna 4, so maybe we'll try to rush one of these 2 to deny Pogo some really necessary goals. But I don't know. I can also see Pape start developing the base and. Well, sure. At this time, I might as well just work towards a lot of my base goals.
Yep. Because I don't think and again another delay here for the turbo unlock. I think Paper's feeling pretty confident that Pogo isn't going to snatch either of those, so Paper just goes to open up Rico, and then probably open Gelato after, if I had to guess.
Yeah, you want to go to Pin at this point. The hidden in Pin is a thing, so definitely. It's also a unique boss. So obviously you'd want to get that.
And then there's also, we haven't talked about defeat both cannon moles and collect their shines, which is on this card. Obviously that can't be clicked until folks enter Noki. But obviously that I think both competitors would like to click it and will be in the position to click it. So the question is who will get there first, and obviously that'll be whoever gets to Pinna, and then whoever gets to Noki first. So that's sort of I think that's a late goal that will probably come into play a little bit later. Might be one of the last goals clicked, but I think it'll still be important to keep in the back of our heads.
So shine speed will be an important factor now, because obviously Pogo right now is getting trolled like a kind of but of course he has done a Hundo shine, which is not the fastest.
Yep,
So
but
obviously,
he is not. He's already spent the time and invested the time into opening both Gelato and Rico. So those fights are done for him, whereas Paper is still working through that. But it looks like he's going to try to grab the shine during the cutscene.
yeah, obviously risky play, but Paper, I mean, he definitely has more than enough skill and experience to make this work. He is definitely very used to doing this, so.
Pogo heading back into Bianco, probably clean up blues. Again, 45 blues is something that he would like to click. I think it's a sort of a free goal for him almost, because he's on a side of the board that just has so much blue, or so much quote unquote blue focus. So re-entering now makes sense. At least be able to get some easy blues. Or is
Yeah,
he no?
also
He's going
50
for
coin.
is he going for 50 here too at the same time?
I think it makes sense if you're doing that. If you're doing blues and you're already there, might as well do the 50. You can already click Honda from Gelato. Of course, you don't want to let your opponent know that you've done that, because obviously slow. But here in this situation, sure, Pogo. What did he enter 3 or 4?
This is looks like 3. I didn't catch which one he entered.
Because what he could do is also try to get the
hidden.
Yeah, and that would be a really interesting play. I'm not sure when Paper will click it, but now that he has 50 coin, almost has 50 coins here, the hidden from Bianco is in danger. Because as soon as Pogo gets the turbo, which he could after getting the hidden, he could click. So Paper needs to kind of get a move in that sense.
Yeah, but then you would have to re-enter and just go for that turbo, which that'd be a bit of a power move, but would that mean he loses the race to Pinna Park?
Oh, I'm not really sure. He's already ahead a bit. Not sure. I'm not sure how.
Remoto's pointing out that this is 4, not 3.
If this is 4, he might do the turbo now.
Ooh, this is getting spicy. Because if he gets this turbo, he doesn't have the hidden, does he? No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't have the hidden, but obviously it won't matter because Paper will instantly click hidden as like a second as a retort. Obviously, you know at that point where he is, so you're not gonna let the hidden delay it by any more time than is necessary. And Paper, I'm not sure what he's going to do now. Now he's going to try to trade to go into Pinna, I guess. Getting
that has to be it because he's gonna do this other half of the linked, and he's gonna trade in, and then he'll be in Pinna.
Unfortunate miss for Pogo there. He is trading. I'm not sure if Paper is trying to click out of the trade to get to Pinna. Pogo gets the rocket clip. I mean, I call it a clip, but it's not really a clip. Then again, you get what I mean. And neither of them are
Nobody is clicking this.
The delay game is strong here. Oh boy.
Oh, he is so going for Hidden and Bianco right now.
Pogo trying the power play right here.
Pogo is trying to do the Chad play. Oh, and the late Hundo and Gelato click.
This is obviously
going
to
make... that psychs out Paperario.
It's not going to click.
And he does! He clicks it! Oh no!
Pogo tried to make him think that he was
mind games.
Yeah, the mind games. Pogo tried to make him think that he was just done with Honda from Gelato, but Pape doesn't buy that one bit. He doesn't buy it one bit.
That was crazy. Trying to trick the opponent into thinking that you just finished Hundo and Gelato, and Paper reads it, and Paper goes for it and denies both the Hidden and Bianco and the turbo nozzle click from Pogo.
Now, a couple of considerations for that. The first one is that Pape might have already planned to do that in the Pinna cutscene. Click.
That's true.
And Pogo is still going to get some value out of this due to the 4 in and 5 in on the card. I mean, that's still going to be useful to get. Bianco free, it's a slam dunk hidden if it's available, so not the worst thing ever, but he could have gotten that turbo nozzle click. If it just was... this is a good example of greed in there, because if Pogo was just satisfied, okay, I'm going to get the turbo, steal it, and peace, he would have that goal. He could have done it. But it was a bit too greedy here, a bit of a greedy play, unfortunately, from Pogo. But again, not the worst thing ever. The match is definitely far from over.
And it looks like both are getting blues. We've got Burning Man blue, and we've got the Lynx, which I believe puts Paper very close to 7 links here, and he probably will be able to clean it up with these last 2.
I mean, he has the Bianco one, he has the Delfino one. What else does he have?
He has the Gelato one.
Okay.
So there's 3 here in Pinna.
I think, yeah, he's missing one. He's missing, I think Serena is a link, but Serena is like the luxury
isn't the
there.
Serena one only available like super late?
I mean, there are 2 in Serena, but the point is, I would probably go for Pianta. Considering this card, it's kind of a slam dunk at this point. Just go to Pianta.
Yeah, you go into Pianta, you get the link. Do you stay in Pianta to get Pianta 3 damageless, or do you think that that's already being contested?
I am not sure with this current situation. I would need to just think as one of the players, obviously. But Pianta 3 damages, again, it's a very key component because it's a newer situation where Pianta is not that useful of a stage on this card, but that Pianta 3 damages is a free ticket for bomb free. So you kind of want to do it, but it's also a huge commit. So we'll see who bites the bullet first and goes for it.
So if you're Pogo, you're trying to get 45 blues right now, and then what do? Are you trying to get 15 Delfino blues?
Yeah, obviously as well you're going to try to do that. And I think he also has to invest the time for the hidden shines, because it's 2 clicks in one, basically. It's a good way to get out of column free without investing time in Pianta free. And it's also a free ticket for the 45 totals. But then again, it could also go into Pianta, get the remaining blues in Pianta, and finish Pianta free damageless. So the options are there for him. It depends what he will choose. I think the hiddens, again, give him more level shines and all of this. Unfortunately, missing
Honey Skip there. Nah. Now, Paper is 1 away from 12 level shines. No, he's 2 away. Airstrip, of course.
Yeah, Paper,
and remember that oh, and there's the 15 Delfino click. And Pogo did get Chuckster shine. So he is more behind on the 12 level shines race than might be immediately apparent by the counts, but it looks like he's oh wait, no, and the 20 trade-in. Yeah, so they're both sort of still pretty far away from that barrier.
I mean, both players can click it. I'm not sure how good of a contention point it will be. It definitely will be better for Paper to get the goal because it's one of the easy ways out of goal. I remain. 26 shines comes into play late, and Pinna Force Prayless, well, Paper is in Pinna, so he might also want to steal that, if possible. I'm not sure what I would steal. If he's in Pinna, he probably wants to get the Force Prayless. Then again, if he gets it, I think that Pogo will be, well, I'm going to collect 12 level shines, no matter, I literally didn't put a foot in Pinna, so that's fine. It would be fine for Pogo if such a situation presents itself. On the other hand, if Paper clicks 12 level shines, that's not going to be good. Not at all.
It becomes a lot harder for Pogo to get out of his base at that point, wouldn't you say? I mean, he has to go. Yeah, his options are either Wiggler or Pinna Force Sprayless to get out there because well, he has the column. He already has the 50 yellow coins from 2 gold, but you know, only one way out. That's only so many goals.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, if you're Pogo, you kind of have to commit to Gelato. Because you have to do the Wiggler. You might as well get the 5 shines from Gelato because it's right after the 45 total blues. So you kind of have to commit. And that's not good because Gelato is low.
4 from 3 progress, because we haven't been touching on that. We've got this will be the 3rd shine in Pianta for Pogo. This will be the 3rd shine in Pinna for Paper.
And Paper already has 4 in Bianco. 3 for hidden 4 too.
And I think for Bianco, does Pogo have 3 or 4? Because he got 3 and 3 hidden. Yeah, he has 3.
Now, I'm not sure which 3rd stage would come into play at this point. Might be Gelato, obviously. I think Paper already has done some Gelato shines.
He got hidden. I don't think he got anything else.
Can he save it? Oh, nice save. But of course, it's damageless, so he has to quit and re-enter. Which is a big time loss right here for Pogo.
Paper cleaning up 3, definitely going for Pinafore sprayless at this point, unless he's just going to bail and prove us all wrong.
Now, how many hidden shots does Paper have? Because he probably could try to click Pinafore sprayless, but can he get 4 hiddens? Because it would be really bad for Pogo at that point.
If he loses 4 hiddens, he has Bianco 3 reds. I don't think he got Sandshine from Gelato.
He did.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
So he's got 2 then.
This might be his 3rd hidden.
Did he do the Gelato 1 reds?
I don't think he did. I think he just went to Gelato for the Sandshine. Simply because it's fast, as Shine, you get to win a pass. It's a hidden, so on this card it will come in handy, honestly. It makes sense as a play. Now, Pogo clicks Pianta 3 damageless. I think he kind of expects a click in his column at this point, because Paper's been silent for a while, and he's working on something. And that something, considering the timing, is going to be a Pinna rush.
Right, because you would expect him to want to get another unique boss, right? More linked pairs exist, so, and then Pinafore sprayless probably is his at this point. Probably, definitely, because we're going through the cutscene for Pinna right now, and for Pogo. So, yeah, you kind of have to expect at this point that you're getting invaded. So the question is for Pogo, what's he going to give up? And it might be 4 hidden at this point.
Look, Pogo at this point has to... I don't know if I would have been enter Pinna at this point. Exactly, just he leaves Pinna, because there's nothing he can do there.
Yeah, I don't think it does anything for him.
He needs to unlock it.
He's going to lose the Link Shine race, regardless. He's going, unique bosses, maybe. But at this point, he wants 45 total blues. That's his click. 5 from Gelato, probably also his click. 1 hidden in... The only other thing would be like 1 hidden in Pinna. So he's re-entering Bianco now for the 4th shine from Bianco.
Yeah, I think this is progress to 4 from 3. I'm not sure if he wants to get the 4th hidden in Bianco. I would be very surprised, since you need to get through Bianco 5 and Bianco 6, which are very slow. Also, I guess this is also an option. The Link Pair is here, and Link Pair is on the card, so... But I think Paper might
but
get
Paper's gonna get this, right? Without entering Pinna Park, how do you have any hope of contesting 7 links?
It's just a case of... It's open now. It could enter if that's the case. It could enter if it has 4, and it's like, well, I'm gonna try to snipe the 7 link. It's not gonna happen now at this point, simply because, Paper's gonna click it. So... But that was on the cards, and plus it's 3 blues. At this point, if you're already collecting blues, you might as well collect the link as well.
Yep. And that makes sense. And speaking of blues, Paper has entered Rico Harbor, and is collecting blues. He has traded in 20, so this is his 35th that he just collected. And he might be in position to click 40. No, he's not in position to click 45. He needs something else on his column.
He could have it. How many bosses has he done?
He did Blooper. He did Manta. No, he's in for Blooper. He did Manta. He did
Did he
PD,
finish
he
Manta?
did. Yeah, he could click 4 unique bosses after this, and yeah, and then, you know, is threatening 45 total.
And we see the PD. We see the PD. We see the play for the. We see the play for the Bianco 6. Or
So
is it Bianco?
is the hope here that you click
Oh, no, it's not PD.
45 total?
It's not PD. He's just trying to get more blues by entering Bianco 5. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
He needs that click. He really needs that click. And you think he
So
will get it? by this
will Paper beat Blooper before the last blue is collected here? I don't think so.
Yep.
There it is.
Not
45 blues clicked. That's good for Pogo here. Really didn't want to have that one also snatched out from under him.
Yeah, but I don't think Paper is gonna mind too much. Honestly, he's still getting the 7 links. He's still getting the 4 unique bosses. So yeah, sure, it's.
And he's in a
fast
much
shine.
better position to get to Noki, well in advance, which has Eel.
Oh no,
I
Pogo's
guess
actually
that's a
doing
goal.
Blooper. Pogo's actually doing PD.
Well, yeah, because it's his 4th unique boss shine.
For Pogo?
Oh no, I'm talking. Oh, I was talking about Paper there. Yeah, and boss rematch, I guess. But
wait, there's a
Pogo
boss
already
rematch
has.
on the-
Pogo
yeah,
already
there's a
has
boss
4
rematch
from
on the
Bianco.
card.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. I didn't see. I completely glissed over the boss rematch. I swear,
Yeah,
I had no idea that
we
was on
didn't
the
talk
card.
too much about it because we were distracted by linked blues and hidden in Bianco and 45. But boss rematch and Eel are both in column 2.
The problem is, how does he click it? Because
I don't
Babe,
know. He's not really in a good position to click it.
Because Babe is trying to put his feet for. The thing is, Pogo is kind of playing defensively, if you get what I mean. He's just trying to get goals on his side, but Paper is putting pressure on Pogo whilst also building the base, which is really not what you want to see if you're in a position like Pogo. You would want, in these kind of situations, to have to be able to put to put pressure on Paper, but Paper is kind of in driving seat in this match, at least so far.
Yeah. Paper has been dictating, dictating where Pogo's been going this whole time. Just by virtue of the moves that he's been making, by winning the race at the start, and it sort of has resonated throughout the rest of this match. I'm not 100% on what this rematch is getting.
Also, look at this man. Look at this man through Pinatu Hidden. Like a true pleasure for the high. What a lad.
Yep. That is his 3rd, correct?
That is his 3rd hidden. And he has... I don't know if he has Gelato 1 Red's access, but...
I would imagine that'd be where he would go.
Let's see if our imagination materializes. The movement seems to be that. I mean,
minus that little bonk. He'll grab a blue on the way.
Or more than one.
Yeah, the bird too. Why not?
It's the Remato play. Like, oh, I need to go. Oh wait, blues. Starts collecting blues. Channeling the inner Remato here. Truly wonderful.
He's heading underground here. Does he view 70 blues as something that he might get?
Again,
is he trying to get straight to Noki?
Noki access is a big deal because the gold bar shines.
Oh,
70 blues.
Yeah, now he's got 30. He's got 30 blues. He re-enters Gelato, gets Gelato 1 reds, trades. Noki.
Wait. It
beats the mole.
Lily pad.
Lily pad? He's got to clip out from underground first.
Paper, he managed it. He's gonna. No, it's the bird shine, obviously. That was kind of a derp on our end, I guess.
Birds.
Yeah, the bird shine, gold bird shines is on the card. So obviously, you had to do this before you actually get to Noki, and obviously everything lines up. So he's gonna have 70 shines, 30 trade, 20, and Noki's unlocked. He goes straight in, and he gets that goal.
Gets the bird. Click.
Obviously,
click.
he needs it because
Yeah,
The base has
he
to be
needs
built.
something easy in column 1 because he's got all this. He's built all of this up, and he's yet to sort of cash in. And so first gold bird will enable him to cash it in. He'll probably get the second gold bird well in advance of Gelato 2 and 3 being completed by Pogo.
Okay,
here.
what does Pogo have in Gelato? He has Gelato 1, right? And I think that's it. I think that's the only Gelato shine he did besides Ando.
Yeah, so he has those 3.
Yeah, there's no way
so he could do
does 2 Wiggler and Sand before before Paper gets Bird.
Yeah, he's got to wait for the cutscene for one thing.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think Pogo will mind again too much because again, you're doing this for Wiggler, so they're both kind of trading blow for blow. Like I'm doing this, I could get this other goal, but I'm still gaining value from my side, so it's not gonna matter if I lose it. The whole wait, this is pretty bad for Pogo though. If he does Noki Bird, that's his 4th hidden.
Ooh.
And Pogo,
You're right.
Pogo really needs that hidden click.
Yeah, and you mentioned that it felt like they were trading back blow for blow, right? But if you're trading blow for blow, and the other guy's hitting you in the face, and you're hitting him in the stomach, right? Like, yeah, you're trading blow for blow, but it feels like here that the score looks very close, but I think it's gonna shoot in tremendously in Paper's favor here with this Goldberg.
Yeah, there's a lot of clicks coming Pogo's way, unless Paper delays, but he doesn't, and yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that. You know, if you're Pogo, that's rough to see.
Yep.
So, boss rematch can be done Noki 2, and both Cannon Moles obviously done Noki 1, and there's the 12 level shines click out of Pogo here. What's Pogo's route back into this game? Does he have one?
I mean, right now, what can Paper click? Boss rematch, Eel, but I don't think he wants to go for that, and a goal in column 3. He needs to shut down the 5 hidden shines if he can.
And we're seeing him go to Pianta Village.
But it's not gonna matter because he's gonna click the Cannon Moles. Yeah, Paper is just like Paper is everywhere. Paper is pulling like he's pulling the martial artist that's just so fast you kind of don't see it. Like and in the moment right there, and it's just
wax
everywhere.
on, wax off.
Paper is just everywhere.
Well, of course it's everywhere. You print stuff out on paper, send letters on paper. That was bad. I feel bad.
Don't worry, it's fine. I mean, Pogo's trying to fight back, obviously, with a 4 from 3 here. I think he has Bianco.
Which he should. Yeah, he has Bianco at this point. He has Gelato. So this will be his 4th from 3, but I don't think that's enough. I think you have to you have to get Wiggler at some point, right? But you know that you're sort of ahead on that. Whereas Paper, like, what's his path to victory here? It's 5 hiddens, boss rematch, 26 shines.
I mean, the problem is now he has the clear advantage to Eel, obviously. You know your opponent is not in Noki. You know you've already done Noki 1. Eel is your advantage for now, and I think it might be what he's going for. I can see a Eel 26 to Piantissimo Shines play, but no, yeah, maybe. That could be a thing. Also 70 total blue coins. I mean, there's a lot of ways for Paper to close out the match, but I wouldn't count Pogo out yet, because Pogo's 10-8. And I think Paper will click the 26 shines, putting him at 11. I'm not sure about the other goals, though. We'll see what Paper does. Pogo goes into Rico now. Definitely for some blues.
Yep, and you see him immediately go for that blue route.
He's missing 23 blues for 70. Coincidences? I think not.
It's all part of the master plan here.
It's all part of the French master plan.
Yep. Pogo here entering back to Pianta, or Monte Village. and he's going to get the fuck. Words are hard. He's going to get some blues first.
How many blues does Paper have? 30? I think.
Paper has 50.
50.
He traded in 20, and then he traded in another 30, so he's at 50 right now.
I'm not sure if we're witnessing a race to 70 blues, but we might as well be.
Yeah, Paper traded 50 total. I have it on my notes here. So he can get 20 blues here. No, you can't get all of them though.
No, he can't get 20 here, but obviously he can get a lot.
He can get some good progress. Finish 1, clean up the rest in 2, which also gives him a Piantissimo, which is on his side.
Yeah, Paper is just kind of spreading the love throughout the stages, thinking, well, if I work towards all the win conditions at once, I will lose one of them, but I will probably at least get one of the ones that I need. So, and that's all that you need, because obviously win condition, if you get one, that you're won by definition. So yeah, I don't dislike this approach. I think that Paper will start to have to start to focus in a bit towards something, but so far I think his works. Pogo
so
leaves
with
Rico.
62 blues, Pogo leaves Rico,
I think
and is heading towards. He's thinking. I think he's clipping into Serena.
Yeah, because he needs. I mean, I think it's a good number to stop at, because if you're gonna do Serena 1. He kind of has to be greedy now. Obviously, 70 is a high priority now, but if he doesn't at least have some synergy with Serena, it would be all time wasted. So if he wants to win,
Exactly.
he needs that 18 Serena blues. He needs the base to build on. So you might as well click those. And that's overall a good play, I guess. He was gonna get the Manta now. Manta's not the fastest shine, but if Paper keeps on playing with the chain chomplets, yeah, I'm still gonna get the 70.
Having a nice conversation with the hotel boss here as Paper skips the shine or triggers the shine spawn, goes and collects it, and as pointed out by chat, he just needs to trade. Or no, he doesn't. He's still yeah, he needs one more shine after this, 2 more blues and a trade in. And he will have 26, and then can click 70 total. No, he can click. He'd be at 58 right now, so he needs 12 more. Which he should be able to get some good progress on in Pianta Village too.
I don't think this is gonna. I think that as bad as Manta is, I still think that Pogo looks ahead for these blues race, because I think Paper needs to get to 3 to get 70 at this point. So, and the problem is, even if he gets them, again, he has to trade. So,
if he gets 3, he'll have 20. If he does 2 and 3, he'll have 26. He'll be able to click.
okay,
Right.
so yeah, that makes sense. But you still got the point. He cannot click on blue collect. He still has to do something else on top of it. Be it collecting a shine, which admittedly is not very slow, but or trading, he still has to do something else. Whereas Pogo is free to click to his heart's content once he gets the
Scouting the horizon for some new for some mantas, but there are none.
No, he's scouting the horizon and hopes to see the way forward, the path to the light in this dark moments.
Yeah, and frankly, Pogo's in. We've been saying this. He's in a tough spot right now. He's got the 18 Serena will help, the 70 total will help, and he's got Wiggler progress, but there's only so much he can give up here, and 2 Piantissimo does seem like something that he's going to need to succeed.
Well, no Kibe. So what's faster? 11 blues in Noki, or 6 in Serena? We will discover it now. Oh wait, but he has to do 3. Oh, that's yeah. He's going for Eel now. Again, he's working on all his win conditions at once. But I think at this point, Paper should have focused on 70 blues. At least try them. Try to get them.
Yeah, because you've got to have that intuition that Eel is not being contested at this point. And to try to contest it from Pogo's side would be ludicrous.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that, obviously. He
Yeah.
doesn't know what Pogo did. But I agree that Eel was probably the least priority because, honestly, if you're in Pogo's position, you're not gonna try to invest 10 minutes into getting Eel without anything else. It's kind of foolish.
Yeah, it's not like it doesn't make any sense for that to happen. 26 shines is clicked, so that is that goal gone. And the pressure is closing in on Pogo here.
He's missing 4 blues for the 70. I don't think we're gonna see him go on with the Serena blues after this, or even Serena 2. I wouldn't do that, at least in this situation.
Exit, trade, get to Noki, or no,
I mean,
beat Wiggler?
Depends on how much you value the 5 items. He has to do that. I think Pogo already has one Piantissimo race, which is the...
Yes, he did Pianta Village 2.
Will we see Wiggler into Sandbird into Piantissimo Gelato? That would be hype. Sandbird is always hype in Bingo. Paper is having fun.
When I was a very young lad, that shine was not the most fun. But it ever since the discovery of rocket storage has definitely made it a lot more interesting. But we're seeing Eel here. Maybe Paper gets eaten. We don't know that.
No, I think Pogo is trying to target this 5 hiddens. Pogo has Bianco hidden, definitely. What else does he have in terms of hiddens?
That is a good question. I've not been keeping track.
Gelato Sand.
Did Pogo really get Gelato Sand?
He did.
Okay.
Pretty sure he did. He could do Gelato 1 reds, or I'm not sure if he has done it. But that's always open.
The fact that we can't come up with more than 2 is not a good sign.
No, there is hope, however, for
he's
Pogo.
got a lot open. He's got a lot available.
There's 2 reds, which is probably gonna go now for.
Yep.
Or maybe even go into 3 and then try to do 4 hidden, which again, that's a lot of time invested, but we will see. Paper finishes the Eel feeling. We'll see if he felt the heal. But he clicks it, obviously. And
doesn't he then re-enter for Piantissimo?
Yeah, I think this is done. If he gets this Piantissimo, yeah, this is pretty much done. All right. Since Eel is super long, I just didn't realize that at this point this is his game because of the Piantissimo.
Yep. So an interesting start. So we opened up this match talking about how interesting the rows were, and Paper throws a wrench in it and goes for 5 NPC blues, making this into a column match, which he was able to take that column and turn it into, just like you said, so much progress across so many different areas that it was almost oppressive when he started clicking, because he was able to click so much at once.
Yeah, Paper's trolling now. What a lad. I mean, he still has to wait for Piantissimo to arrive, so it's not necessarily disrespect, but just trolling. And yeah, at the end of the day, the Hayden and Bianco shadow, I guess, was kind of the reason why Paper decided to make this move for column 1. Simply because you don't want to leave that to your opponent. You really don't want to leave that row to your opponent, because it just looks disgustingly strong.
And there it is, 2 Piantissimo shines clicked. GG's in chat. This match goes the way of Paperario.
Indeed, it's a 13-9 match. I think that from the moment Paper had this 4-click combo, that was when the match took a very sharp turn.
Hello,
Paper.
We've got Paper here. We'll see if Pogo's interested in joining. And here he is. So welcome. Good job, both of you. Congratulations to you, Paper. I've got some questions I want to ask, but let's just start off with to each of you. You saw the card. You had your thoughts. You determined what you wanted to go for first. Paper, walk me through that.
I saw that 5 NPCs was the fastest thing on the card, and it would lock him into column 5, which column 5 alone wasn't necessarily the bad part, right? It was column 4 IMO. And so by giving Pogo that, and I had columns 1 and 2, I thought those were so much better.
Pogo, what was your thought?
I didn't try to rush any goal. I was just setting up for no matter what side I would get. I was not expecting 5 NPCs. Like maybe Bianco hit and not 1 turbo, but
Really? That's why you were thinking rows, like the 1 hidden plus the 1 turbo.
yeah. Also, I think rushing 150 is faster than 5 NPCs. I don't know. So
That would probably be right.
I don't know which one is faster, but I was thinking you would start Bianco or 150 because I don't know. I thought column 1 was not the greatest as well. So
I mean, overall, not, but I think it worked really well with my route because I was able to get like hiddens off of it. Routing unique bosses like wasn't that difficult.
Yeah, we mentioned during the match how Paper's route was very open to just, well, I have progress towards kind of everything. So if need be, I can change my route, do some little tweaks, and change my game plan a bit, and it'll still be pretty solid. There's one thing, there's 2 things I want to talk about to both of you. The first, obviously, is row 5. At least I thought that was going to influence a lot the matchup, because row 5 to me looks really, really strong. At least like the hidden pin, hidden Bianco turbo nozzle unlock combination. These 3
Yeah,
colors make
it opens
really
up a
strong.
lot, but then row 4 is fine here. You got the 1 hidden in the 4 sprayless, but
Yeah, it's definitely a something that catches the eye at the very beginning. But Paper, you just went for column 1, and that was at the end of the day the good decision. The second thing that I want to mention is the moment at the very beginning of the match where Pogo clicked the handle from Gelato, and I will spoil to you, Paper, that at that point he was entering Bianco free reds and already had the turbo unlocked.
nice.
And already had 50 yellow from 2 levels. So that was a
so
make or break moment for the game, I feel, because without that,
Yeah,
it's
definitely
very hard to get access and invade in column 4
Yeah,
and 5.
did you have an inkling that it was trying to throw you off, Paper, or Pogo? Were you trying to mind game that click? Because it was such an interesting strategy from both parties to try to maximize the amount of value and minimize the amount of information given. That to see the immediate hidden turbo click from Paper after the 100 shine from Gelato click was very interesting.
I think I just saw the possibility of it's like, well, if he does click 50 and he already had the turbo and 1 hidden in Bianco, then I would be super screwed right now. And so that's why I like super panic clicked it off.
you clicked it because I clicked Hando and Gelato?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't know when I would have clicked it otherwise, but if you had clicked those 4 goals at the same time, yeah, that would have been so good.
Yeah, that was my plan, and I don't know. I wanted to click Hando and Gelato just to make you feel like comfortable. Oh, he doesn't have 15 into levels yet, so
See,
since he's
I
not clicking
thought
it-
I was always down though because I started with Fruit Ladies, right? Like that's so slow. Like I always was assuming that I was down in positions. So
Yeah, I guess the Hondo from Gelato kind of helped evening out the playing field, because obviously not the fastest shine.
yeah.
No, but I think that at the point, Pogo, you went for the hyper play. I feel that if you had stopped when you had the turbo and you had just clicked everything after you had collected the turbo, that would have been.
It would have been a little bit of a different match, I think.
Yeah.
oh, I definitely lose then.
I don't
Well-
think so. There was still some goals in column 3 that are very easy, like Pianta 3 damages, 4-3 as well.
True. I didn't touch Pianta 3. Actually, I did Pianta 1 and 2 at the very end of the game. I guess I could have done that like much earlier and tried for 3 damageless.
That's what I had to do anyway because I lost the turbo. But yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to just click Hando and delay turbo until I get hidden, just to, you know, not scare Paper. But apparently I did with just 1 goal, so
Yup, that will do
should
it.
have clicked nothing and wait for later. Or just click 3 goals just to be happy with this, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, an invasion, definitely, considering the way delay mechanics work, it's even riskier than in lockout, considering that your goals at the very beginning are are what unlocks more goals. So I feel delaying in this game would have been very risky, and Paper, luckily you pulled off the read and were able to do that, because else Pogo would have like completely flipped the match on its head and would have went from advantage you, considering you've picked the column, you already had the game plan. Pogo obviously was kind of thrown off because these goals that you worked for were on row 5, completely on his head, because at that point you're the one that's in the position that Pogo was in the entire match, which we felt was just a very reactive position. Just I need to protect my goals, my potential goals, whereas you, Paper, were just going through their card, picking cherries, kind of, in your route. At least that's how it felt.
No, yeah, there's definitely a lot of just like plop around, grab a thing here, you know, go to the next place.
Yeah, this was a very routing heavy card. I think Elias mentioned near the beginning, and I agree with that the routing here was so important, and Paperario, your routing essentially set you up to win this game.
Well, that's also maybe my fault. Like, I didn't contest 5 from Gelato very early, even though I knew he was gonna get to Noki very soon. I just forgot about that goal and lost it. Also,
which one? Oh, the 5 from Gelato are both gold birds.
Yeah, and I kinda wanted to do Piantissimos with Igler, but I thought Paper would go for Hiddens and 18 Serena at the end instead. So I was praying just for him to leave.
Yeah, you had to make a call
Noki
that I was
won.
doing something else.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
at the end of the
I
day,
thought about it at the very end. I was like, you know, I could have opted into Hidden in 18 right now. Because
yeah, the hiddens were surprising. I was expecting Pogo to go for more hiddens, especially given that he had 4 hiddens in his base, 5 hiddens in column 3. But ultimately, Paper, you were able to click 4 hiddens.
Just is so slow. You have to commit so much time to go through levels.
I was
Like,
gonna
even-
get them if I could have Goldbird.
Yeah, even the 4 hiddens I got, like, I still had to do 6 shines for that or something.
yeah, it's just that the reds and hiddens, and these are just kind of goals that you have to route in with other goals to make them valuable. Say the 4 from 3. I guess that in your case, Paper, you were just doing other stuff, and then you realized, well, I can get the bird. It's the 4th hidden. Let's click it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just very goal that you need to group up with other things, and I think you managed to do it really well. And Pogo, again, I just think that together with the routing, the problem was just a lot of just being misplaced at the start of the match and then having to come back from behind.
Yeah, column 5 was just a tough column. Paper said it best, that it was just, it's sort of a tough spot to come out of, especially given column 4. Looking ahead, Paper, you're facing Ramato, obviously, in the winners finals.
Wow, I never saw that coming.
You never saw that coming. And Pogo, you are dropping down to losers semis. You're going to face the winner between Cathalon and SB. Thoughts on those? Paper, start with yours.
Dude, I just want to know who wrote the script. Like, who scripted Paper and Ramato to fight in the winners final? Pappuccino? Okay, makes sense.
Bad scripts, makes sense. I should have won.
Low key, if someone cooler like Pogo was in grand finals, like, would have been more.
Well, Pogo can make it back to grand finals. Has to beat winner Cav and SB, and then Samurai Man, and then the winner of Bri versus JJ. So say at the end of the road for Pogo. Pogo, your thoughts on Cav versus SB? Because whoever wins that, you're going to be playing next.
I don't know. They are faster than me. We'll see. Not really much fault, honestly.
Well, hopefully you will both go fast in your matches. And speaking of fast, the next match is coming up pretty fast. Not today, but tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and 4:30 p.m. Universal Coordinated Time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We had a fantastic match here today. We'll have more matches for you throughout the rest of the week and into the weekend. And we'll see you next time.
Right. So we're wrapping this up. Goodbye, everybody. It's been a pleasure to commentate. And
As for me too,
congratulations
thanks
again.
thanks for tuning in.
Congratulations again to Paper for the win.